Welcome to a YSSL presentation on the 2019 law changes. This presentation will communicate the new law changes in effect for fall 2019, provide comparison from prior law text, explain why the law was changed, and how it affects officiating YSSL youth matches. It's our recommendation that during player check-in, you should alert the coaches and players that there are new law changes in effect. Inform them that they will be seeing calls or non-calls that may be different from what they've experienced in earlier games. And if they persist, please be professional. Give the coaches and players the benefit of learning on the job, at least in the short term. During halftime or at full time, you can let them know that there are tools available on the YSSL website for their review. And as always, for younger ages, if the infractions are insignificant, please make sure that the restart is done over to make sure players understand and show the correct behavior. As you can see, there are many new law changes that are now in effect for the fall season. Law 3, Substitutions. The new law allows substituted players to leave the field of play by the nearest point on the touchline or goal line. Previously, substitutes only entered the field of play at the halfway line and during a stoppage in the match. The reason for this change is to stop a player who is being substituted from wasting time by leaving the field slowly at the halfway line. So now the player must leave at the nearest point, as with an injury. The YSS application for this law is to follow the new law changes. Please make sure that the players leave the field before substitutes enter the field play, and be sure to engage your AR for help. For substitutions on the fly, substitutes should always enter on the player's side of the field and as close to the half line as possible. Law 4 concerning player equipment. Multicolored or patterned undergarments are now allowed as long as the color of the undergarment matches the sleeve of the main shirt or jersey. Manufacturers now make patterned undershirts that match the sleeves of the main shirt or jersey. In this application, the law really refers more towards IFAB matches than it does for youth matches. As I'm sure you've all done in the past, you've refereed matches where players have worn sweatshirts or jackets underneath their jerseys, especially in cold weather. Again, please refer to Law 18 or the laws of common sense. Team officials affecting Law 5 and Law 12. The new rule states that a team official who is guilty of misconduct will be shown a yellow card caution or a red card send-off. If the offender cannot be identified, the senior coach who is in the technical area at the time will receive the yellow or red card. The reason for this is that this new law helps younger referees manage difficult adult coaches and teams. If the offender cannot be identified, it's the senior team official, or usually the main coach in the technical area, that will receive the caution or send-off. YSSL has always used this rule. Please continue to follow this guideline. Law 7, Duration of the match. New law states that adding cooling breaks from 90 seconds to 3 minutes will be allowed depending upon the age of the group playing. The reason being is that in the interest of player safety, competition rules may allow in certain weather conditions, for example, high humidity and temperatures, a cooling break from 90 seconds to 3 minutes to allow the body's temperature to fall. These are different from drink breaks, which are usually a maximum of 1 minute for hydration purposes. The YSSL application of this rule is that if heat is excessive, do what is necessary to ensure the player's safety. Law 8, Kickoff. The new rule states that the team who wins the coin toss can now choose to either take the kickoff or decide which goal to attack. Previously, the team who won the coin toss decided which goal it will attack for the first half of the match. The reason for this change is that due to the recent law changes that were made previously, make the kickoff more dynamic, meaning that you could score a goal directly from the kickoff, and teams winning the coin toss may decide that they want to select the kickoff instead. YSSL application of this rule is to follow the new law changes. Law 8 and Law 9 concerning dropped balls. Under the old laws of the game, dropped balls were used as a restart when play was stopped due to reasons other than normal gameplay, fouls, or misconduct. Under the new laws, if play is stopped inside the penalty area, a ball will be dropped for the goalkeeper coming out. If play is stopped outside the penalty area, the ball will be dropped for one of the players on the team that last touched the ball. Regardless, all players of both teams must be at least 4.5 yards away from the dropped ball. YSSL application of this law, please follow the new law changes. Additionally, if the ball touches a referee or other match official and goes into the goal, results in a change of possession, or causes a promising attack, a dropped ball will be rewarded. Reason is that it can be very unfair if a team gains an advantage or scores a goal because the ball has hit a referee. YSSL application, please follow the law changes. Law 12 concerning quick restarts after a caution or send-off. Under the old laws of the game, restarts after a yellow card or red card were ceremonial. Under the new laws, if a referee is about to issue a yellow card or a red card, but the non-offending team takes the free kick quickly and creates a goal-scoring opportunity, the referee can delay the yellow card or the red card until the next stoppage of play if the offending team was not distracted by the referee. Reason being is that the attacking team could be penalized by the ceremonial restart and lose an attack. The YSSL application, please follow the new law changes. Law 12 concerning handball. Under the old laws of the game, a handball was defined as a deliberate movement by a hand or arm towards the ball, resulting in a direct free kick. Under the new laws, deliberate handball will still remain an offense. However, the following situations, even if accidental, will also result in a direct free kick. The ball goes into a goal after touching an attacking player's hand or arm. A player gains control or possession of the ball after it touches their hand or arm and then scores or creates a goal-scoring opportunity. The ball touches a player's hand or arm which has made their body unnaturally bigger. The ball touches a player's hand or arm when it is above their shoulder unless the player has deliberately played the ball, which then touches their hand or arm. The YSSL application, please follow the new law changes. The following will not usually be a direct free kick. If the ball touches a player's hand or arm directly from their own head, body, or foot, or the head, body, or foot of another player who is close or nearby. The ball touches a player's hand or arm which is close to their body and has not made their body unnaturally bigger. The reason being is if the ball bounces off a nearby player of either team who is close by, it is often impossible to avoid contact with the ball. YSSL application, please follow the new laws. The following will not be considered a handball under the new laws. If a player has fallen, is attempting to get up, and the ball touches their hand or arm when their arm is being used to support their body, this is not considered a handball. Also, if a ball is played to a goalkeeper and the goalkeeper fails to clear that played ball, the goalkeeper can then catch the ball if it's in the air or pick it up if it's on the ground with their hands, and it is not considered a handball. The reason is that it's natural for a player to put their arm between their body and the ground to support them from falling. And in the second case, it's unfair to penalize a failed goalkeeper clearance, especially during youth matches. YSSL application, please follow the new law changes. Law 12 concerning goal celebrations. It is a yellow card for an illegal celebration, for example, removing your shirt, and it remains even if the goal is disallowed. The reason is that cautions for inappropriate goal celebrations apply even if the goal is disallowed, as the impact, whether it's safety or image of the game, is the same as if the goal was awarded. YSSL application, please follow the new law changes. Law 13 concerning free kicks. When there is a wall of 3 or more defenders, attackers are not allowed within 1 yard of that wall. If an attacker is less than 1 yard from that wall when the kick is taken, they'll be penalized with an indirect free kick. When the defending team takes a free kick in their own penalty area, the ball is considered in play once the kick is taken and does not have to leave the penalty area before it can be played. Reason is that there's no legitimate reason for an attacker to be in the wall, and their presence is against the spirit of the game. YSSL application, please follow the new laws. Law 14 concerning penalty kicks. Under the new laws, the team's penalty taker can have a quick treatment or assessment and then take the penalty kick. Reason is that it's unfair if the kicker needs a quick assessment or treatment and then has to leave the field and cannot take the penalty kick. The operative word here is quick treatment or assessment of a perceived injury. The YSSL application, please follow the new law changes. Also, under the old laws of the game, a goalkeeper must have both feet on the goal line and not move forward until the ball is played. For the new rules, a goalkeeper must not be touching the goalposts, crossbar, or nets, and must have at least part of 1 foot on the goal line or vertical plane of the goal line when the kick is taken, and cannot stand behind the goal line. Allowing the goalkeeper to have 1 foot touching the goal line is a much more practical approach. So just as the kicker can stutter step in the run, it's reasonable that a goalkeeper can use the same type of tactic to defend the goal. YSSL application, please follow the new law changes. Law 16, goal kick. Under the old laws of the game, the ball needed to clear the penalty area to be considered in play. Under the new law, the ball is in play once it is kicked and clearly moves. The ball does not have to leave the penalty area to be considered in play. However, opponents must remain outside the penalty area until the ball is played. The reason being is that the new law gets the ball in play quicker, resulting in a faster game. YSSL application, please follow the new law changes. Thank you for joining us in this presentation of the new 2019 law changes. We hope it clears up some of the questions you may have concerning the changes, and hope also that it will help you apply the new law changes to your fall youth soccer matches. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact us. Thank you again.